Mrs. Anand.
Mr. Parekh,
And how are you today, Mrs. Anand?
I'm fine. But the bins are not. The bins are not fine at all, Mr. Parekh.
I'm sorry, the bins?
We need to talk about the bins, Mr. Parekh. We've talked about the bins before.
Everyone calls me Sam. Why can't you call me Sam? We've been neighbours for 8 years, Mrs. Anand.
The bins, Mr. Parekh. I really need to understand what is happening with your bins.
And what exactly would you like to understand about my bins, Mrs. Anand?
I need to know why they are where they are, when they are most definitely not meant to be where they are, Mr. Parekh.
Sam.
You know exactly what I mean. I had those lines painted there especially so that you would know where to put your bins.
I know exactly where I like to put my bins, Mrs. Anand.
I don't want to have to call the council again, Mr. Parekh.
I want you to call them.
I don't want to have to escalate it to an official complaint to the council, Mr. Parekh.
But I want you to escalate it. I want you to call them. I want you to call them right now and say where I put my bins, Mrs. Anand.
I don't like your attitude, Mr. Parekh. Escalation is not something I take lightly.
And I don't like your neurosis, Mrs. Anand.
This is not a neurosis, Mr. Parekh. This is a legitimate issue that needs to be addressed.
Why don't you come inside? We can have a cup of tea. We can sit down and have a little chat about your mental state.
What?
I'm serious. We could have tea and biscuits. You can even move my furniture around. And you can tell me which TV programs to watch, Mrs. Anand.
I don't like your tone, Mr. Parekh.
And I don't like your face, Mrs. Anand. And I don't like your voice either.
You're just changing the subject, Mr. Parekh. The bins?
I'm going to put you in the bin.
Can't talk to me like that. How dare you talk to me like that?
But before I do that, I want to talk to you about your car.
What about my car?
Your car, not only is it the wrong colour, it is also 4 degrees out of alignment with my star signs.
Out of alignment with your star sign and the wrong color. Why is it the wrong color?
Because of the ghosts.
The goats?
Not goats, you crazy bat. The ghosts. They live in the bins.
There are ghosts in the bins?
Absolutely. They like it where they are. And they don't want to move.
I didn't know about any ghosts in the bins.
Call the council.
Do they deal with ghosts as well as bins?
Ghosts, bins, even ghosts who live in bins.
Right then, I will go and call the council, Mr. Parekh. Thank you for telling me about the ghosts.
Sam!